Welcome to Make It Happen. My name is Alex and today we will be building Avocato'S pistols from Final Space. Pew, 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 pew. So basically I started by drawing up a template of the pistol using many dodgy reference images, which was drawn to a total length of 31 centimeters. This was traced 2 times on 9mm MDF and 4 times on both 12mm and 3mm MDF. These were then put through the process of cutting with a jigsaw and a coping saw. I would highly recommend hollowing out the 9mm pieces to reduce weight. Using PVA wood glue and many clamps, I sealed a 9mm piece between 2 12mm pieces to build up the core piece. Throughout the course of a week, I began carving down each surface to be flush with the outline using a rasp and then carved down the handle grip. At this stage, the 3mm pieces could be shaped and glued on, as you can see here. Oh, and the sight was bulked up with more pieces of 3mm MDF. For the barrels, I drew out these front plates to fit 25mm and 30mm PVC cutoffs, which were attached using PVA and super glue. Gap filling began with experimenting with a mixture of PVA, water and MDF sawdust combined to a paste, which was applied to the major imperfections and then left to dry for a few days. Once it was dried, these were carved down and then filled with acrylic putty, sanded with 120 grit paper and sealed with PVA wood glue. Now more gap filler was applied, sanded, and then resealed with a lighter coat of PVA wood glue. Basically just repeat this filling and sealing process until you got a really perfect surface. Before painting, I applied grey primer twice with a session of light sanding in between and finished off with an aluminium base coat. Using mixed up acrylic paints, I painted the rear frame brown and then realized it was supposed to be a much lighter color. I then painted the handle and the sight with charcoal and a lime for the plasma glow. The dividing edges for the panels were painted with black. I then began dry brushing silver and the charcoal to the edges to give it some age and then sealed with clear spray paint. Okay, so I recommend leaving it there because I later on go with some brown acrylic wash and just weather it the whole thing, but I then realized that Avocado really does take care of his weapons. Like, he literally has a shrine in his room to all his weapons, like a secret button and everything comes down. So he would not let his guns get this dirty. So I would have just left it to scratches and moved on, but it's completely up to you if you want to keep it cartoony, realistic, or very well used. Once the brown wash was sealed with more clear spray, the replica was finished. So if you have enjoyed this tutorial and would like to see more, please subscribe to Make It Happen, and I will catch you next time.